Hello and welcome to another Red9 demo. This one again is the May release 2022. Like I say, we've put an awful lot into it, so bear with us on this. We're gradually doing the demos. This one we're going to go through a really simple function that's gone in. It's been in previously, but we've exposed it and we've done a few more features to it. So here we go. So the idea is copying node transforms. It's a simple thing. We have that, we've got all this data. I want to copy that onto another node. How do you do it in May? Well, there is no base easy way of doing it in May, at least not that's exposed in a simple way. And that's a bit of an issue because if you're an animator and you've got a node in the right place and you want to copy it and paste it, you kind of can't do it. So that's what this is for. They're here, and we've also got in the channel box XForm copy. So let's just rip that one off there. So that is exposed, and it's also exposed here. We've got some right-click functionality on here as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to simply copy some data. So what I'm going to do is we've got 5 objects here. The order you select them is important because we store them in the order of selection. What I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate them and I'm going to group them. And we'll leave the group there for the time being. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do a copy. I'm going to use the shelf button, which is that one there, shelf. And I'm going to get that lot. We'll reset everything back to 0. Bonk, which are all back there. So you can see them all down there. And we'll just go paste. So I'll do the paste. Okay, everything goes back in. I've selected them in the wrong order, haven't I? Look, it's pasted in the wrong order. Thank you, Mayor. 1, 2, 5. So what do? We do that, cone, then that. So let's do that. Copy, paste. There we go. It's better. So it's pasted them back in the right place. Quite a nice, easy function. However, what it also does is it allows us to do it in world space. So if I've done that, if I've done that, and we've regrouped it. And we've rolled it around, whatever. So there's groups above, it might be rig controllers, there's groups above, you've done other offsets above, and you still want to be able to maintain these previous selections. So do the same again, sphere, cube, cylinder, cone, torus, that's going to catch me out, I know it is. And we right click, you'll see we have this, paste all world transforms. Bosh, so they go back in the same transforms. Obviously the transforms are different because these ones are in world space, and they're also got a parent transform above them, but you can paste them in the world space as well, which is really useful. And there's also copy paste channel box. So if you just had those 3 channels selected, it would just paste those. But it goes a little bit further than that because what we do is we send it to the Windows clipboard. So you can have a reference copy on one monitor and you can have your master on the other monitor, 2 copies of Mayor. You can copy a pose from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, copy. We load the other monitor up. We do the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we go to the shelf, which is there, and we get, where is it? Paste, 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 paste. Bosh, there we go. So I'm copying between different Mayor sessions. Again, really, really useful thing to do. And it goes further. So if we were to load a Red9 anim, sorry, a Red9 meta rig, this one here, for example, and we've got a pose, which is him sitting down, and we go right click. You'll notice we have this thing here. So we've got copy to clipboard. You've got a little peg next to it. Sorry, you've got a little pin next to it. And that basically says there is something in the clipboard that is valid. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go post cache, copy clipboard. I'm going to open up my other copy of Mayor. We'll get rid of that. Yes, we'll load, open the rig, which is there. And lo and behold, if I were to grab that rig, let's get rid of that. And we go right click. There's a little pin that says there's something in it. We can go load cache. There we go. So that is taking the pose from this rig in this session of Mayor, and it's pasting it into this session of Mayor. Okay, really, really useful to be able to do that. I've started using it an awful lot for matching skeletons. So when you're building skeletons up and you're building a rig up and you're trying to match transforms on skeletons, it's so much easier to just select the entire skeleton, copy it and paste it into another, and it pastes all that data for you. So that's really, really useful. And like I say, it copies between sessions. So that's quite a big key. While we're on here, you'll notice that we've also got this Red9 HUD. Red9 HUD has been in there for a while, but it's been fixed and there's been a few additions to it. And I suspect it's something that most people don't know is there. So it's probably worth just a quick spin through. Red9 HUD is for monitoring attributes. It's the same as coming into the attribute editor, same as coming into the attribute editor, copying tabs and having lots of different tabs. But it's a much easier way of doing it. So let's say I want to monitor what's going on with these 2 hands. And what we're going to do is we're going to go monitor channel box selection. So the channel box selection, I'm going to monitor those attributes, monitor, up they go, and you'll see that's a live monitor of those attributes. And basically what we do is under the hood is we connect a node into the attributes as a plug to say we're monitoring them. The beauty about that is that if you then reload the scene in a completely different layer, those are still monitored, which is quite handy. Obviously we can remove them, we can turn them on and off. But what we can also do now, which wasn't working, is that we can go sliders, bosh, which puts me into a slider, and I can monitor those and slide them live inside the viewport. Okay, so that's quite a handy thing. I don't think we didn't hook the reset up for the base rigs. But again, that's quite handy. And now, for data like this, it probably doesn't make a huge amount of sense. But if you've got a facial rig, for example, where you're dealing with noughts and ones and you're blending data in, to be able to monitor and actually control with a slider is actually quite a useful thing. So again, that's quite a useful little thing that's been fixed, and is just there. So there's a copy paste transforms, you can rip it off. There's a copy HUD stuff, and there's a straight copy and paste attributes between sessions. Again, short but sweet, but it's quite a neat little feature to expose. Again, don't forget to like the YouTube channel, check the website out, go grab ProPack, see what all the fuss is about, and hopefully it'll change the way you work. Hopefully, anyway. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.